Hello, Forever Family. My name's Shan. I'm the recovery pastor. So today I want to talk to you about the pruning process, going from fruitless to fruitful. So, I think we can all agree that this year alone, not including previous years, but this year alone has contained great pain, loneliness, emptiness, and grief. It could not even balance with the times that we have felt joy, peace, forgiveness, and love. This is crazy times. And if you endure more struggles than strives, please don't feel hopeless. Please don't lose hope. You're just going through a pruning process. I have to remind myself of this all the time when it's just life is so heavy. It is just a pruning process. It's a pruning season. So we cannot simply, buy an apple tree, plant it, and expect fruit to arrive in the next couple of days. The tree must be given fertile ground to root in. The tree must be fed. It must be protected from pests and whoever else little varmints come to eat off of it. The tree must be pruned in order to grow. And we have to practice patience as the tree grows through the maturing process before it can provide fruit for us to consume. Well, the same thing goes for our spiritual walk. We can't just simply give on command. We must be rooted in spiritual ground. We must be fed. We must be protected from all the things that come to destroy us. The scripture tells us the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But we also must be pruned. We must face the one thing that keeps us from maturing spiritually, and that is our own flesh thorn. Our flesh thorn seeks to destroy us at our spiritual root. It's our own selfishness that keeps us from giving more. We must be fed, but when it comes to our flesh thorn, we have to keep it in check. We have to keep it tamed. If we don't, we have nothing that we can provide or produce fruit-wise to give away. And this leaves us feeling useless because we're fruitless. The only way we can be protected is to face our flesh thorns, go through the spiritual pruning. While we cannot remove our flesh thorn, we must go through the painful loneliness, emptiness, and grief before we can emotionally see the destruction that is left by our flesh thorn. We're all created to be fruitful. Just as the apple tree goes through the process of growing and maturing, we also have to go through that process. While the apple tree has no decision-making abilities, we do. It is our choice to feed our flesh thorn in the hopes of keeping it contained or go through the pruning process. If we feed our flesh thorn, then we are choosing the pain, the loneliness, the emptiness, and the grief. But the pruning process brings us to a season of opportunities that is filled with joy, peace, forgiveness, and love. You see, it's in this season where we produce fruit from a joyful heart. And that's because we find out who we are because of whose we are. We're attached to the living vine. The gardener is the one pruning our flesh thorn. I pray with the rest of this year and the upcoming years that many opportunities are revealed to you and to your heart so that you can go through a pruning process, but also be filled with joy, peace, forgiveness, and love. I pray that you surrender your heart to the will of God. I pray that you face your flesh thorn and rejoice in the pruning process. And I pray that God's hand of protection rest upon you and your family. In the book of Numbers, Let's see, it is chapter 33, verse 55. It says, "But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land, those you allow to remain will become barbs in your eyes and thorns to your sides. They will give you trouble in the land where you will live." I hope that you receive this message of the pruning process from going from fruitless to fruitful. So be a blessing. Speak life. Put your faith feet into action to cause a ripple effect. Much agape, everybody.